Hello. I just quickly wanted to pop on here to tell you a little bit more about the blank canvas course that's happening in October and November instead of the drop-in creative fire sessions that I have on a Wednesday. In the past 2 months, 3 months of teaching weekly sessions, the biggest feedback that I've gotten is when people show up consecutively, they get a lot of value out of my classes because some of the participants have said in the first session they might come with expectations and then that's all debunked and kind of shattered, and they feel a lot of frustration, and they're made aware of their stuck points of how to actually intuitively connect to their creative voice. And then when they come in the second session, they have no expectations because it's quite difficult to show up the second time, because of the difficult experiences they had in the first time and becoming aware of their creative demons. And then it's such a flow session because they are more aware of what it is that is blocking them and can be more compassionate towards themselves. And then in the third session, they can really break through and really drop in. And for other people, it's maybe the other way around. The first session is great, they have a lot of fun, it meets their expectations, they create something that they like, and then in the second session, they come with a lot of expectation, feel disappointed, feel stuck, and then in the third session again, can release into freedom. And you also get to really experience your ups and downs when you come for more than one session, when you commit to a series of check-ins with your inner artist, with your creative self. You really notice that on days when you feel it's very difficult to show up and you come, the amazing therapeutic effects that painting can have, that art making can have, to release and to express what is going on inside of you. And on days where you feel very flowy, again, it's just another really nice expression of that high vibes that you have. So I had this feeling that I really want to go on a journey with my students, and I want to really go onto a deep dive with painting, so that if you show up for your creativity for this course, we really go through all the inner workings of what is required to really make art intuitively and to kind of flesh out your artistic voice. So the blank canvas course is all about this fear for the blank canvas, because this is the other thing that I know and that I have noticed, is that moment to start and what to paint is so scary. So normally I give a lot of disruptive instructions in the beginning of the class, and I don't want to say too much because this is it's really good to not know what's going to happen. But I give a lot of disruptions in the beginning of the class because of this fear for the blank canvas, and because of this attachment that within the first 10 minutes most people think that they're going to know exactly where their painting goes. And I can tell you from years of practice, this is not how it works. To expect of yourself to make a masterpiece in the first 10 minutes and even in the 2 hours that a session normally is such a high toll to ask, and that often blocks us. So now there's this balance of just jumping in and making something and not attaching, versus eventually kind of consolidating and refining and getting to where you want to be. So the blank canvas course is going to be on canvas. We're painting on canvas, obviously, and I'm going to give you a blank canvas and we're going to start the process from the beginning. What do you intend to paint? And I'm going to give you instructions before you come to the course on how to resource, how to get sources, how to basically bring some references and stuff with you to the class. And then in the first session, we're going to go through priming a canvas, preparing paints, kind of the basic structure of if you would enter your studio, if you would want to repeat this process on your own, what would you do to do that? So we're going to prime, we're going to plan, we're going to work a lot on Fabriano multimedia paper during this course as well. So you're not going to walk away with only one painting. There's going to be multiple paintings, but we're working towards and working up and building up this canvas. So then we're going to do practice paintings. We're going to do really introspective paintings where we go and meet what is blocking us. We work through the stories. So there's 3 sessions that's going to be live sessions. The 20th of October, and then you have a homework practice after that. So I'm going to give you a booklet where you're going to do reflective exercises, collaging, drawing, and things at home in a visual diary of some sort. But this I'm going to guide you through and give you all of the information on how to do that. So you're going to have a homework practice. That's the 27th of October. Then the 3rd of November is another in-person practice where we come again together in this very intimate space. There's only 8 students that's going to join this session, this course. And then we work through what we did in the first session and in the homework practice, kind of building up and layering again and working again into this canvas and kind of see how we can flesh this work out. And then on the 10th of October, the 10th of November, you have another homework practice, again with a booklet, where there's going to be another set of exercises and reflections that you do in the process. And then the last session on the 17th of November is again an in-person session. So there's breathing space. I designed the course in this way so that you don't feel the intensity of having to show up in studio every single week. And also that you take the responsibility for your own creative energy and your own process. So this course is very, very much about the creative process. It's about my secrets and my insights that I've had that allows me to create paintings that I feel happy with, that allows me to work through blocks. I've often spoken about this in class where the paintings that I fucked up the most become the paintings often that I like the most. So how do you get from that space where you feel so stuck and so judgmental that you want to chuck this painting behind a couch, which I did in the past, and I know so many creatives that does this. If you are a person that have bought multiple canvases and not painted on it or not finished it or finished it and then chucked it behind the couch, then this is a course for you. And also if you just want to explore and experience what it is like to commit to a 5-week course where you actively invest and activate your creativity. So I need to order the canvases from a man that makes them in Swellendam. He is brilliant with canvases. He actually made this massive canvas that's behind me with the painting Art is Enough. So he needs to deliver and all of that. So the course sign up closes on the 12th of October. And then I'm going to send you a little love letter on where to get started. And then from there on, I will send you the booklet and we'll meet for the first session on the 20th of October. If you have any questions, if you want to do a discovery call with me, a free 15-minute call to get some more information or to ask some specific questions, you're welcome to do that. Also to see if we have a vibe that can work together. That's definitely manageable, so you can just send me a DM and we can set up an appointment and do that. Otherwise you can drop me a DM and just ask me some questions, or you can follow the link in my bio to the information page on the course where there's also a lot. I write there what you're going to get, what's included in the course, what to expect, who can benefit from this course. All the details are there, so you should be able to get the information there that you're looking for. Which I should also say, besides the blank canvas, all other mediums are also included in the course, and you just need maybe like some creative tools at home that you can do the homework practices with, but that can also be homemade kind of stuff. I give a list of tools that you can source out of your kitchen. So painting with a paintbrush, and if you have one paintbrush and a very strong coffee solution is also perfect. And paper, any recycled paper, that's what you need, any kind of materials that you can use. So this is really accessible in terms of materials if you don't have your own studio, your own setup. And if you are an expert, this course is also wonderful to bring new inspiration and new prompts, new reflections, so that you can blow some new and fresh light into your creative life. So I hope you have an inspired weekend, and let the musing begin.